This is TWiT.
I'm curious, and we meant to ask this earlier, and I forgot all about it. Have there been any surprises along the way? And you're not allowed to say COVID. I mean, obviously that surprised the whole world. But are there any things that have gone differently than you expected, either for the good or for the bad, doing the anniversary stuff that has been going on?
Yeah, so while studying the milestones and the timelines, I found some very interesting aspects. So if I were to ask for you, for example, what is the most important year in the tech history? What would you say?
Well, let's see. The year I graduated from college. No, just kidding.
I would say.
No, I mean, not in a personal level. I mean, in
93 is important. I think that's when the web really went online. Wasn't that it? Was it 93 when World Wide Web became a thing?
Yeah. So it was not. So that's actually one very important milestone in 91, and that's exactly 91. 30 years ago. So for me, realizing this, so we're in August right now. Exactly 30 years ago, both the web, the World Wide Web, and the Linux operating system, they were announced. This month, August, 30 years ago. So imagine that. So for me, the most important year in the whole tech history is 1991, exactly 30 years ago. Because it was a perfect combination. At one end, we had Linus developing Linux and announcing that. And it was just supposed to be a hobby project, nothing big, as he said on the user group. And also at the other end, we had Tim Berners-Lee announcing the World Wide Web. And these two movements, they would collide and they would create a very powerful combination. And so perhaps the next most important year for me would be just 3-4 years down the line in 1999, when we had the formation of the LAMP stack. So Linux was already part of that. And other projects that happened in 1995 was the Apache server, MySQL, PHP, and on the client side, JavaScript. So realizing that while studying and while creating those timelines, I came to realize how important that is and how everything happened together and in how it works, right? So I think that's one of the beauties of creating those timelines and studying those timelines, realizing how everything happened. And perhaps if Linux didn't happen, or if the web didn't happen, we will have a very different world right now. And very proprietary, or I don't know.